timer. So I thought, what can I play? I thought, you know what? The Casualty tune the other day actually popped off. It's actually a mint tune, that, isn't it? You ever watched Casualty?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Whoa, are you sending shots my way there? So yeah, anyway, hopefully guys are all doing well. Champions League.
I got a social life on a Saturday, so I'll start watching Casual.
I'm just gonna. Hey guys, it's been live 1 minute 30 seconds. Champions League last 16 is over, folks. It's done. And the Champions League is now upon us. And of course, we will find out the draw on Friday. So yeah, I'm going to do a live stream for that. Hopefully get some reaction. But these are the teams left in the competition. As you'll see on screen in a second. There you go. Arsenal are the only other English team left in the tournament. We've got Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, PSG, and Real Madrid, in addition, of course, to Manchester City. Hey, yeah, no, Hassan, don't worry, bro. Don't worry. We will absolutely body that guy tomorrow. Don't worry. Martin, thoughts, like initial thoughts on who is left in the tournament? Obviously, Liverpool are not there. Obviously, they're a strong team. Inter Milan finalists knocked out tonight. That's crazy how they got knocked out tonight, man. They had 2 1v1 opportunities to make there a 2-goal difference. They missed them both. But yeah, I mean, what's your initial thoughts on those teams there? What stands out?
Atletico Madrid are the one you want to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, I watched them
just
tonight.
Because of the way they play, you don't want to be getting into one of those bloody. It's not even a football match when you play Atletico. That's the problem. So it turns into just kick and rush and emotions and everything else. It goes mad. It goes mad. You know, other than that, listen, I ain't even scared of Real Madrid. I'm more concerned, and this is going to seem mad, more concerned about Arsenal than I am Real Madrid. But the simple fact is, I don't want an English team going into it's too emotional and pressurized. Yeah. Arsenal in this title race, and then Arsenal in a quarterfinal of the Champions League at the same time.
Yeah. No, you know what's funny, right?
It's too annoying for that. I'm not taking that.
No, you're right, because like when it's English versus English, yeah, or like German versus German, whatever. You're right. It becomes an emotional game, and where we've struggled in the Champions League in the past is where it's been emotional, man. Like for me, I want Barcelona. Give me Barcelona, man. I think Barcelona.
I'll have anyone. PSG, easy for me. I think PSG are just not a team. I've said it 1,000 times. They are literally a team of individuals. Don't fear them at all. Real Sociedad are a decent team, but if they'd have played anyone half decent, they wouldn't be in this last 8 right now. Dortmund, dodgy going away to Dortmund.
Dortmund tricky.
Dortmund. You know, Jadon Sancho's decided he wants to play football. Now he's got out the swamp. Funny that, isn't it? How he suddenly decided he's going to turn up now.
Good goal tonight. You see it?
Yeah.
Nice finish.
Sancho's a good player. It's just what happens when you make stupid career decisions.
Yeah, correct.
Learn from your mistakes, players. Stop going to the swamp.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm Munich. Munich are a weird one because they've been utter crap. Tuchel's announced he's out the door, and they've all gone, let's play football now. They've all got happy again. Now Tuchel's out the door.
Yeah, and the thing is with Bayern, is even though every time I've watched them this season, right, they've looked poor. If I'm being honest with you, Bayern Munich, every time I've watched them this year, have been poor. However, they've got players that can hurt you. And if you have a bit of an off day up top, and our defense, let's be honest, we all know our defense hasn't been cooking this year. If our defense defends how it has done for the majority of the season, they could beat us. So whilst Bayern Munich, for me, I would expect us across 2 legs to do them. You know, that still is a threat. The reason I say Barcelona is because, you know, when we used to play Arsenal, not anymore, but when we used to play Arsenal, we always used to beat them because they played the same style as us, yeah, but we just have better players and a better manager. right? They've obviously narrowed the gap now, yeah. But that I feel like Barcelona, that's Barcelona now. Yeah, you look at Barcelona, they're a good team, but I still think across 2 legs we could inflict damage on them.
Yeah.
I really do.
The weird thing is for me, and people are going to think I'm mad at him, I'm not bothered who we really get. Because the thing is, when City play the general best is when we're up against the top teams and we know what we've got to do.
Mm.
And I know everyone's going to go on about, well, we haven't beaten top teams this season. And I've said this 1,000 times. The Premier League's very different this season because nobody's beating top teams. When you actually look at the points gained against top teams, we're all drawing with each other 90% of the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're not actually, no one's really, because everyone's too scared to lose. But when you get a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich or a so-called top team, it becomes a straight-out shootout.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Grealish coming back for this, probably for the quarterfinals, which will be good. I generally seem to think we'll now go with best 11, touch wood, and we'll stop this pep experiment. And we'll get laser focused. Because what I love about it is it's at the time where you're basically playing the Arsenal game. You got Luton, Crystal Palace. It's just that the first legs thing after the Palace game, innit? Is it the Palace away game?
Yeah, I'll get the fixtures up now. There you go.
So check this out. The Palace away game.
These are City's fixtures. And the UCL quarterfinal date is the quarterfinal first leg is the 9th or 10th of April. So after Palace. And then the second leg, bro. The second leg is the 16th and 17th. So in between Luton and Spurs. So yeah, after Palace Luton, that's not bad actually. And then after Luton going to Tottenham, that's not ideal.
That Spurs game could get moved as well, though. Don't forget.
What, FA Cup?
Yeah, because if we beat Newcastle on Saturday, we'll be at Wembley. So that'll get shifted right back as well. Because this is what we've always said about the FA Cup semi-final. It plonks right in the middle of that quarter-final, second leg.
Yeah.
That was the problem we had with Liverpool 2 years ago at Wembley. We had to stick out a reserve team in a way because I think, was we playing Atletico that week? We were doing there was some game, but it might even been in Real Madrid. But I'm not scared of anyone. And obviously, we'll also find out what side of the draw we'll be on.
Yeah, because that's it.
Right through to the final, aren't they?
That's it. Yeah, just a reminder for people that don't know or forgot. This is the last draw of the Champions League, and this is the last one ever of this format because, of course,
going to a computer.
That's
not dodgy.
I know. I asked a question. By the way, guys, get your comments in the live chat. By the way, who do you want? Who do you not want? Maybe do a little tier list. Who do you want from top to bottom? Because that's what we're going to do in a second. I was asking this in the watch along. You know the draw for the computer next year? Do you reckon it's just going to be like they'll press a button and it'll be like boom, these are all the fixtures, or will it still be one at a time? Like they'll press a button, right? This guy next to it. You know what I mean? Like how are they going to do it? Have they said how they're going to do it?
No, I mean. Are they going to do it by group? Are they going to put all 8 teams in at the same time? Or because it's weird, isn't it? Like you're going in a group of 8, but you're not going to play everyone in that group.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, how is the draw? Is it just going to be bang? Are they just going to like press a button and then it's like right, bang? This is the group. These are the fixtures. These are the dates.
Let's be straight and let's be honest and let's be clear what it is. It's the UEFA format of a Super League.
Oh. Yeah, it's getting that way, isn't it? I mean,
this is what they're doing. This is UEFA's version of Super League. That keeps everyone nice and happy, and we'll call it a Champions League. It's not a Champions. I mean, bloody hell, it's not a Champions League at all. It's not the best in Europe. I think with Arsenal and City getting through in it, the coefficient in it up to now still 5th place is on the cards.
So. I think so. Someone asked me that in the watch along then, but they said apparently UEFA don't update it for a few days, so we won't know exactly like where where we're at the moment. But obviously,
United fans, there's still a chance. Still a chance.
I know.
Keep your hopes up, United fans. No. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's very weird. So I'd love to win it this year because it's the last year of the competition as it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a historic year because, like I say, next year It does change. Built up to AK 850, man, with the super chat says, "What's up, fellas? I'll answer your question. The worst draw is Arsenal. The best draw, anyone but Arsenal. I'll back us against anyone else." Yeah, it's just that English team, man. You know what I mean? And like we've been done so many times by English teams, like Chelsea in the final, Liverpool, Tottenham. It's just like fucking hell.
Not that I think we could beat Arsenal over the two legs if we had to. And that's before Arsenal fans get triggered and come after me and start saying I'm hating. Because I know that's what some of you do. But don't say you're going to win it. But it's too emotional with this title race right now. It's to play them 3 times in a month would just be chaotic. It would take over everyone's lives. It's all anyone would ever talk about. And we'd be like trying to focus down on. And that's where you can end up with stupid results when you go in a Palace away. And look, because make no mistake about it, the Premier League haven't done us any favours with the way they put the Palace game in.
Half 12.
Yeah, half 12 on a Saturday when we're playing on, is it Wednesday at 8 o'clock?
Wednesday at 8:15.
So we're playing Villa. Is it Villa at home at 8? And then we've got Palace on the Saturday. So they ain't done us any favours.
Yeah, 8:15 we play on the Wednesday. I'm sure it's 8:15, and then we play at half 12 kick-off on the Saturday.
At the worst, one of the worst away grounds you can even try and even get to.
Yeah, nah, it's grim.
Trust
it's old
me,
school.
it's not an easy ground to get to, Palace. And then you've got the quarter-final straight after. Then we might have a semi-final of the FA Cup, which is the way, you know, if we get by Newcastle, you're praying for no offence, but a Coventry City or who's the other one they're playing? Coventry and
Wolves, in it.
Wolves. You're sort of praying for that fixture.
Yeah.
But knowing our luck, we'll end up with the Derby or Liverpool.
Probably. You never know. You never know. This is actually an interesting point of view here from big up for the super chat, by the way, AK. Appreciate it, man. Jake says, Liverpool fan here, wanting Arsenal to draw City would be perfect for us. Hopefully you take eye off the prep. Well, yeah, I mean, all Liverpool fans on Friday should be hoping that City and Arsenal draw each other for that exact reason. That would be absolutely brilliant for Liverpool if City and Arsenal draw each other, because the intensity that will both of City and Arsenal will have to put into all 3 games in the space of 3 and a bit weeks, 4 weeks. You're absolutely spot on. So all Liverpool fans should be hoping for City versus Arsenal. It'll be a great game over 2 legs, and it will probably help you out. So yeah, guys, keep your comments coming in. I am reading quite a lot of people's views here on who, like Muzzazinho here says he wants Dortmund, PSG, Barca, Bayern, Arsenal, Atletico, Real Madrid in his opinion. Keep those sort of comments coming in. It's really interesting to see your views. Me and Martin now are going to go through and do our list of what we would have. I know Martin said sort of like he'd take anyone, he's feeling confident, but we'll put a list together anyway, just because it's
surprisingly.
It's quite interesting. Right, okay, so these are the teams, obviously 7 other teams, City included in there. I'm going to put at the top of my list of one that I want to avoid, Arsenal. The reason I want to avoid them is because I think it's a heavily emotional game. I think it's more emotional, more mentally taxing than any other football match. They're a good side, obviously, as well, so you got to respect them like that. And yeah, for me, I'm going to put Arsenal. That doesn't mean that by the way, that doesn't mean they're the best team here. Yeah, just to clarify, I'm going to put Arsenal at the top of my list as I don't want Arsenal. That's my number 1 team I don't want. Do you agree? Oh, he's thinking about it.
It's the athletic bit. I'm slightly going to disagree and put Athletic as number 1. That I don't want.
Okay, so you're going Atletico Madrid?
Yeah. The trouble is, it's the last 8, and you're going to have to play everyone to win it anyway if you want to win it. So,
true.
You're going to have to race them at some point.
Very true. Very true. Right, okay, so let me do a little table here. So LB, number 1, Arsenal. Martin, Atletico.
I think both of my 1 and 2 are just swapped over, aren't they? Presume you've got Atleti as 2 and I've got Arsenal as 2.
I actually don't know. I've not actually thought about it. Right,
It's only live and on the spot.
This is live stream, man. This is a live stream. Built to Andrew Wright, by the way, with a super chat says, never seen Mo so rattled. Bro, he's absolutely fuming, that guy. He's absolutely fuming.
I was going to text him, but I thought everyone else is doing it, so there's no, I can't go in.
Apparently he was giving it the big one to Arsenal last night, saying, oh, you only just qualified on penalties. And now obviously he's been knocked out.
He was telling me earlier. He was telling me, he was on with Dan Potts, and he was telling me and Dan earlier, he was like, yeah, Inter, you'll see later. And that Michael was like, just be prepared. Be prepared. Like,
oh my God, what is he doing? One sec. Let me just get this open. Can I go on that there? Okay, no, I'm just messing around. But okay, up next, number 2 for me. So you've got Atletico first. I've got Arsenal first. Number 2 for me.
You're thinking Real, aren't you?
Yeah, I am thinking Real Madrid, yeah. I'm thinking Real Madrid, bro, because you're talking about Atletico Madrid being a difficult team to play. And of course they are, but I tell you what, mate, going to the Bernabeu ain't easy. Ain't easy. I'm going to put Real Madrid in second place as the team that I don't want. Are you telling me that you're going to put well, in fact, I've already got Arsenal, but I was going to say, are you telling me that you're going to put Arsenal over both Real Madrid?
That's right.
And then I just realised that I've
and
actually
then you've done it yourself. You've got them as number 1.
I know. Who are you going number 2 then? You got Arsenal number 2?
Yeah, I'm going Arsenal number 2.
Right, okay.
I am not fearful of Madrid whatsoever. I'm really not. The Real Madrid, by the way. From future reference, I will call Madrid Real and Atleti.
Okay. I'm going to go in number 3. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid number 3.
What's Luke put there? Arsenal mid-draw? Look at Luke coming in with the smoke.
Yeah, I think that what that translates to basically is worry UCL for Arsenal. I think is what he's trying to say there. I think that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, I'm gonna go Arsenal, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Who you got in third spot?
Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, Real Madrid.
Okay, interesting. Right, number 4 for me. So who we got left then? I got Bayern, Barca, Paris Saint-Germain,
Bayern, Dortmund, Paris.
So
and Barca.
Who's more tricky, Paris Saint-Germain or Bayern Munich? Ooh, that's a difficult one, you know. Well, where's your thoughts on that one? I assume you've got them 2 as the next like difficult ones. Oh,
probably Bayern. Only because they have upped the game since Tuchel's.
You know what?
As he announced he's walking, I was been told get gone before the end. Anymore.
Yeah, he's gone. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Bayern as well, and then I guess you're going PSG after them. Like going Dortmund.
Dortmund.
You know what? You can't be serious, man.
No, but PSG told you they're not a team.
Yeah, no, but they've still got Mbappe, bro.
I'm not scared of a one-man team. Whoa, where are we going with that?
You tell me you got Dortmund above PSG.
Yeah, because I'm more fearful of going away to Dortmund than I am going away to PSG. I am not scared of a one-man team whatsoever. No chance.
Okay.
Every time I watch PSG, they're not a team. They're not a team. If you put one goal past PSG, they crumble like a gingerbread house.
Okay. So, chat. These are the lists on Excel. Boom. What graphics? Who needs a graphics guy, right? When you got Excel. These are the lists. So Barca. Barca. Oh yeah, Barcelona.
We're not doing Barca.
No, that's a shit, isn't it? No, I'm actually gonna have Barcelona as my favorite. Well, what are you doing? Are you having PSG last or are you having Barca last?
No, Barca. I'll go with that. We'll agree on that.
Okay, so final. Let me just colour these because they're.
Then come back to them.
Yeah. So my list in order of don't want to want is Arsenal with Real Madrid in second, Atletico Madrid in third, Bayern in fourth, PSG in fifth, Dortmund in sixth, and Barcelona as my favorite team to get. I want Barcelona. I think they're probably, for me, one of the easiest teams in the competition. Obviously, they're all difficult, but I also just think that, like, I want to go there and give it a big time. And Martin's list is Atletico Madrid at the top, Arsenal in second, Real Madrid down in third position is unbelievable. Bayern Munich, Dortmund, PSG, and Barcelona. Dortmund over PSG is wild for me. That's a wild one. And also Real Madrid in third. 17 UCLs, man. What's your list?
I mean, what is it you'd be worried about from a City point of view?
Against which team?
Any team going into this whole competition. Is it defense?
They got 14 UCLs apparently. Yeah, they don't need any more. Yeah, I'll just give an extra 3. Defense is an issue because the defense was so good in the Champions League last year. Conceded one goal to Real Madrid, 1 goal to Bayern Munich, which is a dodgy penalty. A clean sheet in the final against Inter Milan. Our defense last year was cooking. Yeah, that's why I made the Chelsea prediction at the beginning of the season that we could get close to the 50 goals. This year, it's not. We've had Kyle Walker, who has been up and down and is doing more interviews than ever before. Yeah, done another one today on TalkSport. Guy's just media savvy right now. Diaz hasn't been his best, although I will say that he's been a lot better in these last month or two. So that's positive signs. I don't really have any problems with Manuel, obviously. My man, Manuel Akanji, slamming it right now. And Nathan Ake, listen, I know he made a mistake the other day, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't really have any issues with it, with that situation. Creative side, I don't know. I don't really think the creative side for me is necessarily an issue. I know a couple of people might say, oh, we're not creating chances, but I just think if you play the players in the proper positions, I think the chances will come.
Do you know what it is for me? It's finishing chances this year. It's not creating. And yes, I think defensively probably is. People are like, yeah, but we're not actually conceding more goals than we have overall. This time last season, we conceded 27 goals at this point. This season, we conceded 28 in the league.
Yeah, but I think
the chances we're probably giving up, but that for me is down to Pep's tactics.
But what else? No, I agree. But what I'll say to that though, Martin, is it's irrelevant of how, whether it's the tactics or whatever. It's the fact of the way that we're conceding the goals. Like, we're making defensive errors. And I don't feel that last year when we was conceding, was we making defensive errors, or were they just like, were we making as many as we were now though? It feels like every game we concede a defensive error.
Listen, I fully get that. I think that, because I was looking at something early, the thing that's the most shocking for me is we've scored, I think, is it 13 or 14 goals less than this time last year.
Yeah, but again, why is
that? I think that is probably more alarming. He's putting the chances away.
So, okay, let me ask you a question then. Is that down to us not finishing our dinner, or is it we're not creating enough chances? Or is it just a mix
not finishing our dinner? We went 3 games and created 70-odd chances. We cannot do what we're doing sometimes.
You know what I would say? I think that we are missing our chances and we need to improve our finishing, but I think the quality of our chances this year isn't as good as last year. Like, the amount of chances we create for Haaland.
I don't know. Erling Haaland from 1 yard out with an open net.
I know he has missed a few. I know he's missed a few, but like it does seem that there's been like less clear-cut opportunities for Haaland this year than maybe last year. I remember last year, like the guy just stood around the 6-yard area like most games and just got goal after goal.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Haaland is for me still amazing. Do I think he's been as lethal this year? No.
No, he's definitely not. He's definitely not.
Because, I mean, I could name you probably 6 games where he's missed so many gilt-edged chances. And you're Foden, I mean, you go back over the last, probably the whole of this season, how many one-on-ones have we missed, LB, that you think last season they're nestling in the bottom of the net? But we've had so many one-on-ones. That Sheffield United away game, Haaland could have had 4. You know, the Chelsea game, you know, could have had, you know, we had how many 27 chances. This is what I mean. It's a strange one because, and I would love Pep to what, and this, he'll never do this. He might do it at the end. I'd love to know why he's gone to this overlap sort of fullback and see. I don't know why he's done it. I don't know whether it's to placate players or teams putting too much of a low block on us now. I don't know. It's a real weird one because in the Champions League, we won. We scored? Is it 3 goals in every game, including the group?
Yeah, I think so. We have been slamming.
I mean, we're undefeated in 18 months?
Yeah,
that's right. So
yeah,
I agree. I think it's more moments where we're not looking as strong. And where I think it's looking bad is we're conceding a lot of first chances.
Yeah, but I swear that happened last year as well, man.
Did it? I don't.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, that's happened.
Like
I swear that's happened. That's happened ever since Pep Guardiola took over the football club, man. I remember Claudio Bravo being absolutely useless every time the ball comes near him.
He conceded every time anyone shot on target.
Yeah. Nah, you know what? For me, right, I just think to myself, defense is obviously an issue. I do believe that when this draw's made and we get a good team, which obviously we're likely to get a good team, and let's be honest, right, we've done the list, yeah, which obviously I'll put back on screen for people that have just joined. This is our tier list in what we don't want to what we want, but they're all good teams. You know what I mean? Like they're all difficult places to play. But for me,
you've got to respect them all.
No, 100%. I just think that maybe we just have to, and you know what I'm doing. What I'm saying that I'm backing, yeah, that City, I'm just gonna turn up when we need to turn up, and that's what I'm backing for when we play Arsenal in the Premier League, because we've not this year, I don't believe, played anywhere near our potential. And you know when people say, "Oh, City have still not got out of first gear," I still think we've not got out of first gear, mate. The problem is you can't just keep coasting in first gear, yeah. At some point, you've actually got to slam it into second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, yeah, and then go on cruise control to the rest of the season. Otherwise, it might be too late.
No, I disagree with that a bit, and here's why. I think we have upped it, but we've only upped it for 15, 20-minute periods.
Yeah, no, I accept that.
Well, we're not
I'm
doing
talking
it
about game after game after.
No, yeah, we're not doing it for 90 minutes. We're sort of doing it. It's a bit bitty. It's a bit all over the place sometimes. It's like the Luton FA Cup game. You're like, where's this been all season?
Yeah.
The first 20, if you look at the first 20, 25 minutes in certain games, how many times have we come away? Liverpool on Sunday, first 20 minutes, we were like, perfect. And then we scored a goal and decided we were going to start time wasting, which still baffles me to this day of what we were doing on Sunday. It's very weird. There's a weird feeling right now that I don't know what it is. I don't know, because I still think in my own head, I think he's trying to shoehorn certain players into the team.
Yeah.
Which has got to stop. We're at the point now with 10 games to go, the Champions League last day, and an FA Cup potential semi-final, quarter-final definitely. It's time for the strongest 11. Stop this. If players have to go on the bench for the rest of the season and be super sub, so be it.
But I think he'll do that.
I thought he was going to do it on Sunday. I came on here last week and Pep said playtime's over. And then he went playtime again.
I called it, when we was doing the preview, for that game, Liverpool, I said, guys, I smell a dodgy decision here by Pep, I think for Arsenal, I'm not too sure about this weekend because it's an FA Cup game, and I still think he might do some mad thing this weekend. But I think when push comes to shove, when we play Arsenal and the game's going after that, I I believe he's going to pick the same team, pretty much the team that everyone here would probably pick.
Yeah,
bar the
I
odd player.
pray so, because I think I said it today. Is I think if we beat Arsenal, I think we win our remaining games.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need a spark, bro. We need something to kick us into gear. You're speaking about not getting out of gear. We need something to kick us into gear. And
that goes for
Arsenal,
everything: the fans, the stadium, the team. They need to kick up. I remember Bayern Munich. It was weird because like the Bayern Munich game last season was electric, electric, and we took the atmosphere to the rest of the season, to the Arsenal game, to the Real Madrid game, and we just flew, and everyone thrived off each other. And at the minute, there just seems to be the fans are waiting for the team are waiting for the fans, and everyone's just sort of waiting for each other. And there's got to be that. Probably, we haven't got the charges this year to kickstart us.
Exactly, but what you just said there, Martin, only the players, and obviously the manager who picks the players, can start that. You know what I mean? Because the fans can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? The fans online can be super positive and be like, come on, lads. The fans in the stadium can make a load of noise and try and get the gaff going. But at the end of the day, the players don't deliver the performance. Then it'll all just go flat again. So it's up to the players. This is what I'm talking about, the spark. It's up to the players, yeah, to generate this. And I agree. I think if they go out there and beat Arsenal, I think we could go on it. We could go on a run, 100%. And by the way,
this is why I prefer the harder end of the draw. I'm going to be straight with you. I wouldn't mind the harder side of the draw, because I think it Jesus up.
I'll take that if we beat Arsenal. If we beat Arsenal,
we're playing Arsenal in 2 weeks, aren't we?
This is a slight issue. We won't know. We won't know if we beat Arsenal. Yeah. I'll get that bring it on mentality, yeah. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal again, whatever, I'll take them all, yeah. If we beat Arsenal. Obviously, if we don't beat Arsenal, then we'll probably then to be honest, if we get beat off Arsenal, we're probably looking at the league.
Oh no, we're out. If we get beat by Arsenal, we're out the title.
That's what I'm saying. So we probably don't want a hard team there. We probably want Dortmund or Barcelona, because then you've got to focus simply on the Champions League. Because we'll be 4 points. We're 4 points behind Liverpool with a worse goal difference.
It's not the points that worry me for that, LB. The fact is, you've not only got Liverpool. You've got to hope drop points. You're then hoping Arsenal drop points, and they're not playing each other anymore.
No, I agree.
And this is the problem. Whoever loses out of City and Arsenal hasn't just got a probably snooking a little bit, because if we beat Arsenal, we can solely focus on Liverpool ourselves and one slip from Liverpool. If we get beat by Arsenal, or we draw and Arsenal stay above us, we've then got to hope Arsenal drop points somewhere. Great, Arsenal dropped a point. But then can't guarantee Liverpool are going to drop the points. So then you're relying on two. Two teams are not going to mess up in the last 8 games. Not both of them. So to me, I think it has to be 3 points or bust at home to Arsenal. Personally, I think we will get 3 points at home to Arsenal. I personally think there's been too much chess. There's been too much arrogance coming out of Arsenal fans' mouths about how they're coming to the Etihad and owning us. We haven't lost there in 18 months. We haven't conceded more than 1 goal in a Premier League game in 3 months. You're going to have to do something. I said this last season. Arsenal have to do something, because with all due respect, this ain't Burnley and this ain't Sheffield United you're coming up against. These are the world champs in our own back garden, where we haven't lost in 18 months. Show some damn respect. You cry for all the respect you want, but you're not willing to give any respect out to anybody else. That's where my issue lies. Sorry, didn't mean the mini random.
That's cool. Big up to Andrew for the super chat before. Nah, mate, it was a class game. It really was. It was a cracking game, and Inter Milan just have to blame Thuram and Barella, who both went through on goal and both missed. They scored the goal, they got a 2-goal cushion with 10 minutes to go. That's their own fault. Big up to Francesco, man, for the super chat. Says big up LB and Martin, appreciate it, bro. Big up to Massa with a 5. Says if we beat Arsenal, think our season will get the lift off that it requires. It will also dent Arsenal's confidence. This game will make or break our season. It's a huge game. It says Masson with the 5. Nah, I completely agree. That's what I've been saying. We've needed a
I think
spark
Grealish is
for
back as
ages,
well,
man.
innit? Grealish is hopefully back for Arsenal.
I think it'll be touch and go, innit? I think it'll be touch and go because when it was, I think he'll be back in training the week of the game. So it just depends on how quickly he comes back. Like, do you rush him back again? I don't know, man. I don't know if you
Well, that
rush
was
him back.
the problem the first time. Is that he rushed back, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Let me ask you a question about Saturday, man, because obviously we've got a big game coming up against Newcastle, and I don't know if I'm going to do another stream with you before the game. So I want to get your take on that one. 5:30 kickoff. City take on Newcastle in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. It's at the Etihad Stadium. I think this is a massive game, you know, because I think we need to be going into the Arsenal game, in my opinion, with some confidence. Now, if we get knocked out of the cup, then you've got the international break. You're not really going into the Arsenal game now with a lot of confidence, are you? You've just been knocked out of the cup against Newcastle at home. You've had a 2-week break, of the international break. It's not ideal. I think this game on Saturday is a really, really big game. I think we need to win, regardless of the performance. I think a nice performance would be good. I just think we need to win. So then when we go into Arsenal, we continue to look at our form. Because remember, guys, our actual form is pretty good. We've not lost a game since beginning of December. Like, I don't know about you. Like, do you see this game as big as I do? Because I think this is huge,
Yeah,
man.
massively.
I really do.
Massively. We're one game away from Wembley. It seems mad. We're actually having a so-called transitional season, and we're on for a back-to-back treble right now.
Still there.
It seems mad. It seems honestly mad that. Well, listen, I'm fine with all this quiet talk. Let us do. I think we work best when we're behind and no one's noticing us. All the talks on Arsenal, all the talks on Liverpool's quad in inverted commas. So I think it's massive. My only concern is, are you facing Newcastle as the wounded animal, or you're facing Newcastle as a defeated manager who looks sort of jaded at the moment and looks like he's out of his depth. I don't know which side of the coin I'm on with it.
Yeah.
I know there's a little bit of unrest in the Newcastle camp right now. The fans are literally split down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They are arguing amongst themselves left, right, and centre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some are getting called happy clappies, others are getting called,
negative,
I've been
spoiled, entitled. They're basically where we were.
Yeah, they're basically where we were, but the sort of, some of them have chucked the toys out a little bit earlier than what we did. But it's a massive game. You're 90 minutes away from going back to the Etihad of the South.
Yeah, very true.
You're 90 minutes away. And for me, I think this is where I think Arsenal fall down. Is Arsenal's biggest issue last year is they had one trophy to focus on.
I agree. Yeah,
And they were having two-week breaks in between while we were just going.
Yeah.
Momentum carries you through. And it also helps us because I think we are really, really close to hitting and going and not stopping.
But we're running out of time.
Of course we are. But I think it gives us momentum. I think the international break's coming at the worst time for Arsenal. They will not want this international break for 2 weeks. And then the first game back.
I suppose you're probably right there. Yeah.
They're on fire at the minute. They don't want anything to stop their disruption.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're probably right.
And we're personally, I do think we'll win on Saturday. I think we'll get through. And I'm still saying it. I still think we'll win the league. I've said it all along. I think we'll win 2 trophies. What 2? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But honestly, I'm one of these that I really don't look at this season or this team as bad as some are doing. Because statistically, points-wise, we're better off than last season.
Yeah.
Defensive-wise, we're a goal less. It's converting the chances. We'd have converted our chances. I think we'd have been clear at the top right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course we would have, man. Because with the games that we've drawn, we probably would have won the games. You know what I mean? Like, it's just It is frustrating. But now that's an interesting point on the international break, because I think if we win on Saturday, it'll be right, lads. International break. When you get back, serious. Comes across as a bit cringy, I know, but that's how you gotta be. If I was Pep, yeah, and we win on Saturday, if we win on Saturday, I'd literally say, right, everyone who steps through that door the day we're back from the international break, if you've not got your head screwed on, yeah, fully, and you don't look serious, or you're messing around, or you're doing interviews, yeah, then you're dropped. I need everyone, as soon as you come back from that international break, to be ready to go to war, mate, yeah? Because the first game back, you are going to war. And you're going to war with Arsenal, mate. And you got to win the game. If you lose the game, shocked, I reckon. Yeah, you draw, still on, but still not looking great. You got to win the football match. Like, you've got to try and get these lads up for it. Now, like I say, for me, I'm backing that they will. Now, there's Mad Hatter in the chat said it before. There's no evidence that they will. This season, there's no evidence. All there is faith, hope, optimism. Yeah, because otherwise, like, what's the point? I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, we're definitely going to lose to Arsenal." I'm going to be optimistic about it. I'm going to believe that we can win it, and I think we will. But the players have to get up for it, man. But like I say, if we lose on Saturday against Newcastle, then we go international break, and for 2 weeks we're all just sat here going, "Fucking hell!" Last game was a loss against Newcastle. The treble dream's over again. You know what I mean? Are we going to win anything this season? They're not.
Yeah.
Then it's just around negativity.
All the fans will start again about, we're worrying and with this, that, and the other. We can't beat a Newcastle team who everyone's beating at the minute, and it'll all filter down, and it'll bring out that bad feeling, that negativeness that you don't want at this time of the season.
Facts.
Well, if you get that win, and you're going to Wembley, what, 22nd time in 10 years, 23rd time in 10 years? No one's been to Wembley more than us in the last 10 years. That's why it's called the Etihad of the South. We own the joint. And we will be there again. Because I do think we'll beat Newcastle. I think it'll be a strong team. Strongest team we can put out. Hopefully. Because he's got no excuses to rest players because they're on internationals.
Yeah, that's a big thing as well. We need to be on lookout for injuries, man, because injuries are going to be so crucial.
Well, Edison won't be going, will he?
Well,
he's Edison, a one. We didn't talk about Ortega.
I'm not asked. Yeah, I'm actually genuinely not asked one bit. Listen, I do get that Ortega's distribution isn't at the same standard as Edison, and it's not maybe as natural. But if I'm just being honest, like, I know you might have a different opinion. I don't know. We've not spoken about it. People in the chat, different opinion. That's what football's about, opinions. I literally don't care. I rate Ortega highly, mate. Yeah, I rate him high. I think he's a top baller, great shot stopper. Like I say, he won't be as calm on the ball as Edison, but he's still pretty good. I'm chill with him.
It's a real shame that we've got two really good goalkeepers. And it's a shame that looks, they're in contract negotiations, but he won't sit down because he wants to be number one. And you can 100%. See the guy wants to be number one. I think he is an incredible goalkeeper. You look at Sunday, there wasn't any point where there was a bit like dodgy here. Number two,
goalkeeper, man. I remember that game we played against Chelsea at home in the cup last year, and he saved about 5-6 golden opportunities. The guy's a great goalkeeper. And I said in the summer, I said in the summer, I was surprised he stayed this year because he showed me, and he should have showed every single City fan around the world that last year he was too good to be a number two. I seen it last year. I didn't need him to stay this year to make that decision. So I was surprised he stayed.
He will stay. I think he'll be gone in the summer because
he'll definitely go.
He deserves 100%. To be number one somewhere.
And City are going to get cash out of that, by the way. Remember, we got him on a free transfer.
Yeah, he can walk into 15 out of 20, if not more. Personally, I think he's better than that clown at Old Trafford they've got in there.
Yeah, probably.
If Ten Hag had any sense, he'd have saved 70 million quid and put a bid in for Ortega. Because he can distribute better than him and he can shot save better than him.
I mean, it's difficult to disagree with that. He's a mint goalkeeper. We'll get We should get big cash on that, man. We should be getting upwards of 20, 25 million odd. In fact, even more. We sold what's that kid called who went Burnley? Sold him for like 50. Yeah, Trafford. We sold him for like 15, 20 million, didn't we?
20. Yeah, 20.
20.
Then
I mean, if he went for 20 million, I know he's young and he's English tax and that, but if he went for 20 million, are you looking at Ortega going, this guy's a number one. This is a proper number one. I mean, Burnley probably wish they bought him now because that Trafford's made a few errors, hasn't he, at Burnley since he's been there this season?
I think he's class. He's got maturity. He's got experience. He's got everything you need, and he does. That's the one area. Not that you ever want injuries. If anyone ever gets injured or Ortega, like we've got really good goalkeepers there, so you're not lessening down. Yeah, his distribution once, twice, but Ortega's played in some pretty damn big games and has done marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
That's why sometimes Pep throws him into Premier League games now and again, and nobody panics.
No, he's a chiller, man. I've not got an issue with him. I've not got an issue with him. Let me go through these super chats. Big up to Massive Man, which says the way Pep started Grealish as soon as he came back showed how important he is to us. He didn't do that to Kev or Haaland on hindsight, which he didn't. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have done that. It was way too soon, man. It was way too soon. But that first 20 minutes against Copenhagen, that was probably some of the best football we played all season, man. So it shows that the team's there. We can definitely play that way. He also says, with another super chat, says individual errors in both ends cost us this season. Difficult to disagree. Difficult to disagree. And Pitbull says thoughts on Alan Varela, who played for Porto last night. To be honest with you, bro, even though I did a watch along, I didn't really see much of him. I know City linked with him. I know we had a scout there watching the game against Sporting Lisbon that they played a couple of weeks ago. But honestly, that's
70 mil for him now.
I think it's 75 million euros. So whatever that is in pounds.
Just not sure.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, like I said, I watched him last night. Didn't really see too much of him. I didn't proper do a scout along on him where I was proper focused. I was just enjoying the match. But
we're going to be linked with loads of players. What I always do is look at the players we've been linked with continuously the most and still get linked with. And then they're the ones you tend to don't come away from. It's like that Japanese fella who was linked with, who played for Sociedad.
Kubo.
They're talking 65 million for him. No. Just throwing figures out. A lot of age. This is the time. You're in March. Agents are now doing their work.
Yeah.
They're trying to build. So you're going to wear links all over the shop now. This is agents to get going now.
It's also contract renewal time. If you look at Bayern Munich, they got about 5 or 6 players that are all out of contracts in the next year or two.
Well, Davies is he's going to Madrid, isn't he? Alfonso Davies. He's already agreed.
Much. Yeah. That's wild. That's a wild one. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Like I say, this game on Saturday, Newcastle, they're a decent team on the day. Isak, he's a bagsman. He's an absolute bagsman, but they still have some more injuries.
Gordon's out. He's out for a while, it seems. Bruno. Be interesting with that one, with the links this week. And he does have a release clock. Would you have Bruno?
Nah. I'd rather Kimmich and Paqueta.
Do you know what it is with Bruno? I'm like, is he £110 million football?
I don't know. Chat. Yes or no, Bruno?
Scares me with Bruno.
You taking Bruno? Yes or no, chat? I don't know. You know what it is, mate? I think last year he come in and he was like mint. This year, I don't know. Like I said, I've not watched a lot of Newcastle, but when I have watched him, he's not really been that great, to be honest with you. But then Newcastle have been poor. Like, is he just...
All right, let me put it in a better way. Douglas Luiz, do you think you could get for less than 100? Or around about the same money?
Yeah, because he's contracted until 2026, I think.
So who would you rather have? Because for me, I'd rather have Douglas Luiz all day, twice on Sunday.
I think I'd rather have Luiz.
No.
Which is kind of weird. I don't think I would have said that a year ago.
Yellow card after yellow card.
I think if you asked me that a year ago, I would have said Bruno.
Can Bruno play
8? Maybe. I mean, don't look.
I don't know.
Again, I don't. This is another thing. Like, what's his position? You don't look like an outright. Yeah. You don't look like an out and out DM. But is he an A? Is he a Gundogan where he's going to play like get forward and create chances and chip in with some goals?
Score, does he? He doesn't really score. He's not really.
This is what I'm saying. Is he not just Is he not just like a Kovacic style player?
You're nearly going to say he's just not a footballer. He's just a midfield footballer.
No, he don't score enough for me, does he? Or create enough goals to be a Gundogan type player. So what is he then? He's a Kovacic style player, maybe. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not scored goals. I'm just saying he won't score as many as like a Gundogan style.
I don't think Trippier's not back, is he? Saturday.
Don't know, man, but he's slamming it on the assists at the moment. He's killing my bet.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, we have to remember Newcastle are still a decent team and they're a wounded animal. But I just think at home, I think we'll do them and we'll be at Wembley again. And I will be booking my hotel room again. I'm not driving back this time.
Nah, man, it's going to be
I'm not driving back this time.
This stop comparing everyone to Gundogan, says Ivan. I probably actually should stop doing that because you're not going to get another Gundogan, are you? He was unique that he could play multiple.
How many centre backs did we compare to Company?
Yeah,
I know. It's a football fan thing. It's what we do.
Yeah. No, it is natural. It's natural.
No, but listen, I'm really positive for the rest of the season. You know me, I don't give up hope until it's over, but I really do think we will be fine this year. We'll get 2 trophies. I do believe that.
Which trophies?
The Premier League, and I think we'll win the Champions League. If you're going to put me on the spot, the top 2.
That's what I said earlier on in the season. I've said all year we're not going to win the FA Cup. Said it all year.
There's something about that FA Cup. Until I know who we've got, if we get through, with all due respect to Newcastle, if we get through, it depends who we get, because again, we've got that quarter-final at the same time as the FA Cup semi-final. And if we end up with a Liverpool or a United, and we've got, say, Real Madrid 4 days later, you know what's happening.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Last season was good because we got, again, with no disrespect, we got Sheffield United.
Yeah, Mahrez turned up.
Yeah, we didn't play our strongest 11 against Sheffield United, with due respect. So we were okay with that. Because that's the thing with the semi-final, you could put that to bed then once you're through. You're bed till the middle of May. And you're chilling.
It's after the Premier League, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's my only thing. Until I know who we've got, it's hard to properly see what happens. Friday's going to be the key. Who we get in the draw and what side of the draw.
Nah, 100%, 100%. That Friday, mate. Guys, if you're not here Friday, man, I don't know what you're doing. It's like it's
we're
such
live
a
Friday,
big part of this. Yeah, we're live Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, this Friday, man, it's gonna be crazy. Friday and Saturday are 2 of the biggest days of the season. Because we find out who we get in the draw, which is going to be crazy. And then for me, genuinely, man, we've got to beat Newcastle, man. We've got to get through that. So then when we come back to the Arsenal game, we're sitting there going, we just beat Newcastle. Yeah, let's go and do it. I'm being serious. This is it, man. And this is the spark we're looking for. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Anything else you wanted to bring up, bro? Because obviously you brought up Ortega. That was a good talking point. Any other talking points? What do you make of Walker's interviews? There's a lot of people who are not happy with the amount of interviews
the club
Walker's
know about
doing.
That. The club know about that. He's going on too many things for the club not to know. I don't know what he's done today. I've not seen anything today.
He's been on TalkSport.
What's he said? What's said today?
I don't know what he said. I've not seen it, but yeah.
I mean, regarding the Saudi stuff, did he say anything out of turn? Really? What did he
No.
say? I mean, he said what? You know, it's a lot of money. I'll, you know, if it ever came up, I don't know what I'd do. Again, we're at that time of the season where players will get asked these questions. KDB was getting asked questions, or Pep was, what was it, 2 weeks ago, about £100 million bid.
Mm.
We weren't all going crazy because KDB was, you know, Pep was saying stuff about KDB. It's, Kyle Walker at the moment is not flavour of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, maybe someone should say to Kyle, cut back on these interviews. Cut back on him a little bit. Because I think with Kyle, time is a healer. He needs to come out of the spotlight. Not on the pitch, I'm fine with him playing, but he needs to come out of the spotlight doing interviews.
No, I agree.
Let time heal. The public opinion amongst the City fans at the minute is Kyle can do nothing wrong. So Kyle can do nothing right.
Yeah, well, why is his PR team not telling him?
So yes, Pep or someone needs to say to him, get out the spotlight.
Yeah, just chill out.
Focus on your playing.
I don't get why he just keeps on doing
like. Actually, think he's playing overly bad.
No, he's definitely since this family thing's come out in the press. Yeah, he's definitely been better since then. But he's still not fully at it like he was last year. Yeah, but like for me, I didn't have a problem with like the first. I don't know why he went on Rio Ferdinand's podcast. That was a strange choice of podcast to go on. I don't really have too much of a problem with the fact he went on it. It was just the fact he went on that one. Then he did a Sky interview.
They were asking him as well, which was so. Even Ferdinand had to pop at his co-host.
Yeah, I know. And that guy got cooked in the comments as well. But then, like today, I've not really been that bothered about it. But then today, when I was driving the car, I was in the car, I was listening to Talk Sport, listening to Cheltenham, and then they go, right, drive starts at the later time today of 4:10, and we've got Kyle Walker on, and I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, what's he doing? Why is he still doing more stuff? Anyway, it's some people will not be asked.
That's come out from the club. There's no way he's doing these media rounds without the club knowing. Somebody at the club and his PR team know about all this. The club do not allow players to go willy-nilly around the country doing interviews left, right, center. Not like Talk Sport, by the way, or Real. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
Of course they know.
You know what does my head in about stuff like that? It's like if we used to ask the club to like say, "Oh, let us do a fucking interview with the player," they'd be like, "No." But then, like,
you know what it could be? Maybe they've sent him out there to do. Remember, he's club captain.
Yeah.
On the other side of the coin is, are they trying to make public opinion of him change?
What do you mean?
I mean, well, public opinion of him right now is that he's a bit of a dog.
Do you mean City fans or just general people?
I think the whole general, because what's coming up in the summer, LB?
What's coming up in the summer?
Euros.
Oh yeah.
And he's out there with the England team.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit
out
of
there single and ready to mingle.
I think there's
with the German ladies.
I was going to say something. No,
Guten Tag. Guten Tag. My name is Kyle Walker.
Mein Name is Kyle. Guten Tag.
Is that
Guten
Abend? Yeah. Oh, God.
Penis unshowy. Whatever he's going to do. Listen, I honestly think I think this is all a PR thing at the minute. City will know.
Yeah.
Know.
And I don't mind it. It's just the fact that he's not been that great this season. And I do agree with someone in the chat there. Someone who put in the chat there. Sorry, it's gone off my screen, but someone said that maybe, although he's not been great, part of it is due to Pep playing him in a dodgy position, and that is 100%
down to Pep.
That not all of it, but some of it's down to Pep. Like
I'd say majority.
Yeah, possibly. I'd say 65% Pep. By playing him in a too far advanced position, not utilizing his strengths by playing him more defensively. But then, like
same
when we went,
LB, Gavardio does the exact same on the left.
Yeah,
but Gavardio play every game. There's the difference.
But Gavardio retains the ball much better than Walker up the pitch, so it's not as much of an issue.
All right, throw this one back. You're playing Real Madrid.
I don't have a problem with Gavardio playing in that position, and a lot of people do.
Real Madrid in the last 8. Who you play or PSG, Because remember, we had the same debate last season, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who you want to try back?
Who am I playing?
PSG or Real Madrid?
Kyle Walker. Because it's Kyle Walker versus Mbappe, isn't it?
That's what I mean. So it's
ask me about Atletico Madrid, Manuel Akanji.
Oh yeah. Of course. I'm just for me. I'm just the point I'm making is I think some fans attacking him or he's because some fans are attacking him because of his personal issues. I'm one of these. Whatever you do in your private life's up to you. As long as it's legal, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sit on here as a person and go, I've never made a mistake as a human being. I understand he's captain of Manchester City, but the players made him captain.
Mm-hmm.
Pep Guardiola knew about all this at the beginning of the season because it since came out, didn't it? I think it was just up Newcastle away. Is that because when Pep took him out for the meal,
bro, look at his comments. Sorry, this is hilarious.
No,
he's got you there, bro. He's got you there.
All right, yeah, I understand. But that was dealt with. All right, bloody hell. The point I'm making is, let me. How do I dig out of this one?
Yeah,
right.
You're in the whole way. Go on, work out. See how you get out of this one.
Pep knew about this at the start of the season because it came out in that interview. He was going to Bayern Munich to run away.
Yeah.
When does Pep ever take players out for a private meal on their own?
And why did
Are you
with
telling
Mahrez?
me Pep did not know what was going on at that time?
Nah, of course he knew, man.
So there you go. If Pep's backed him, the players have made him captain. Good enough for me.
No, that's cool. That's cool. No, I agree with that. But like,
and by the way, just to throw that person, I hope you never turn around in a nightclub and go get your tits out for the lads to. I mean, you shouldn't do anyway. But come on now.
What the fuck? Nah, but for me, yeah, for me, when it comes to Walker, I play Walker in those Champions League games, right? Let me have a look at the Champions League thing again. So against in these, let me get it back on screen. Okay, so these teams here, I know this ain't going to be news to the ears or whatever the phrase is to Walker. Arsenal, I play a Kanji right back. Atletico Madrid, I play a Kanji right back. Yep. Barcelona, I play a Kanji right back. Bayern Munich, yeah, I do. Bayern Munich, I play a Kanji right back. Dortmund, I play a Kanji right back. The only two teams I play Walker is PSG and Real Madrid.
Hang on. Who plays wing for Bayern? Sane and Coleman in it.
Well, they've been trying Musiala out there. They've been playing Musiala.
I'd have Walker for Munich. Munich would be Walker.
I think Musiala would twist up Walker. I'm not going to lie. I think Musiala driving infield would twist him up. Where Walker thrives is when the player goes down the outside and he's got a sprint. Where he struggles more is where the player drives infield. And Musiala, if he plays left wing, will drive infield, and that could twist him up. If they play Sane, or Gnabry or someone, then maybe you go Walker. But if they play Musiala left wing,
it's weird though, because the problem is we do all this as fans and we all go mental. Pep's backing him.
Yeah.
This is the thing we have to realise as a fan base. Pep is backing him. The players are backing him. I mean, people say take the captaincy off him. It's up to the players.
And that's not going to happen. He's not going to get his captaincy.
No, they're not going to take it off him. So I'm afraid fans are just going to have to deal with it at the moment. It's not going to change. Yeah. And the thing is, why no one's going to sell him is, how old is he? 33, 34?
33, yeah.
Pep's not going to lose that experience.
Well, yeah, probably not.
And they said, no, I get it. All fans have an opinion. I'm just saying, I've seen fans fall out over this Walker situation.
Yeah, no, but I've seen a lot of people fall out, but that's because people are dismissive of other people's opinions.
No, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I'm just saying, I've always said though, you have an opinion, I have an opinion. The problem is, one man's opinion that matters.
Yeah.
And that's the one man who won't change him. He
No, I
isn't
agree.
going to change him. It's
I
like
agree.
the Alvarez thing. We can bitch and moan about Alvarez all day long, about being left wing, right wing, 10, 8, whatever. Pep loves him and wants to put him in the bloody team for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it's all annoying us,
Mm.
it's, I've seen you and Nobbins. Why is he doing it? Because it's Pep. This is what Pep does. He winds fans up. I'm sure he does it sometimes to wind the fans up. Like, what can I do today to wind them all up again?
Well, managers do that.
Little things that are stupid.
Managers do that. What manager was it who I seen in an interview say he'd made like a brave call not to start like a striker or something that everyone wanted to start, and all game the home fans were chanting like, "Get this guy on a pitch." I mean, that they weren't chanting that, but that's what they were saying. They were like, "Get this guy on a pitch, get this guy, get this guy." And he was about to put him on the pitch, and then the fans started chanting like, "Get this guy on the pitch." You know what I mean? So he decided not to do it out of stubbornness. I think it might be Neil Warnock or someone like that.
Yeah, the managers do it.
They're stubborn. They're very stubborn.
I got told privately a long time ago, why do you think Pep went to basketball in them 3 games?
Basketball? Oh, like basketball.
When we played Tottenham, Chelsea, and who was it? Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And we had no midfield, and we just had 8 attackers, three defenders, and we went, right, go. Guy who I'd speak to, he said to me, Pep, because Pep's on Twitter.
Yeah, you got a burner, innit?
Pep reads it all. And it was like, here you go. Because that was when we were all craving about wanting quick attacking football. And we didn't want this boring possession based. He did it. Remember, was it Stamford Bridge last season when he did it? When everyone was trying to say they wanted Cancelo on the right wing, and he played Cancelo on the right wing. And then at half time, he changed it, brought Mahrez on and brought Grealish on. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the game, he had a dig at the fans. He went, okay, well, we tried it your way, and then I went and did it my way.
Yeah.
And he actually said that in his post-match afterwards. So Pep does do things to like prove little points.
No,
Don't like it. I think it's stubborn. I think it's childish.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of the most stubborn managers, but part of that stubbornness makes him great because he does what he thinks is right. And it's difficult to change his mind, and he backs himself. And I think really that's how most modern managers are going. Like no managers these days are changing. Sorry, Pitblup says Walker's our captain. I'll always back him. It says Pitblup with the super chat. But yeah, listen, it'll be interesting to see how the Walker thing develops. I do feel that when we get into the deeper stages of the Champions League, which is kind of like now because we're now in the quarterfinals, it does make me think, will we see Akanji come back in at right back? Because I do think there are certain games where maybe he should come in, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Any other topics, bro, you want to bring up?
No, they are all things, bro.
Chat, any topics you want us to chat about before we go? Or are we done? It's up to you, chat. If you want us to talk about something else, we'll talk about something else.
Yeah, as long as it's not 115.
Oh, yeah. Not 115. Not 115. Not doing that. Yeah.
Can't wait till that's over and we can actually just stop talking about it.
Me too, man. Me too. It's going to be crazy.
EDS. The shit.
Yeah, we sold all our players, man. We sold all our players. And the thing is as well, it's one of those where we always promote young players further forward. So like if you look at like Ndala, for example, he's 17 playing in an under 21s league. So I feel that like next year they'll be a lot better. Our academy will be a lot better next year. But obviously they sold a lot of players left. You know, our 2 wingers went in Mabude, Borges, Oscar Bob went, who was our creative midfielder in there. So yeah, it has been tricky for the EDS, but I'm pretty sure next year they'll be a lot better. But that's just, you know, it's when they're making 30, 40, 50 million pound a year from selling the players, they'll probably take one bad year. You know.
Yeah, you never heard about it. Is one thing I've never heard about this. I mean, the one thing I would say on it is, which annoys me, this City are the most profitable club in the world. And we never said that. We said we made the most profit in 1 year. 700 million. That was just 1 year's bank statements.
Mm-hmm.
We've never then said it's made as the most profitable club ever in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one good year because we won the bloody treble.
Yeah. Facts.
But then suddenly that becomes forever. We've never sat here and gone, we've got more Champions Leagues than Real Madrid. Not one of us has ever said that.
People are weird.
Apparently we have. Ben Knight, didn't he break his leg or do his ACL at the start of the season? Because you remember that dream at the start when it was like, Kovacic is out for the season. It was Ben Knight who did it.
Yeah. I think he did get a nasty injury. Yeah.
2,000 tickets left. Oh, yeah, 2,000 tickets left. Did you watch my rant before I go?
No. What did you say?
I went on the City tour yesterday. Didn't enjoy it.
Did you not? Why? What did you not enjoy? Did you do the stadium one or just the stadium and the academy?
Yeah, there was only the stadium one on.
Oh, was it? What did you not like about it?
It was like being in a timeshare.
A timeshare? What's that mean?
Promoting you to buy photos, tickets. Well, it was. They never talked about anything historically.
Yeah, I remember doing the. Listen, Martin, I think you've got to accept, bro, that we're a different club, man.
No, I remember. No, don't put the Berlin Summerby statue up and then don't mention it when you pass it.
No, I know, man, but like it's. I remember going on that stadium tour when I was about 14, and I'm swear down it lasted like an hour. And we went up in this third tier, and they used to talk to us about loads of stuff and like loads of stuff. But now, the problem is, Martin, they can't do that, man. Do you know how many tours they do a day? There's a guy in my chat, called Action or something like that, and he does the tours.
They do about 15, 20 on a day. They were on rotation when we were going out.
Yeah, so they can't do as long. They have to change it.
No, I know, but it was advertised. What I didn't like was, LB, is when I got there, here's the treble. Get a photo, but you got to pay for it. I'm like, no, I'll get my mobile out. Not allowed.
I know, but bro, you know when you go like Disneyland, and you go on the wet flume.
We're not Disneyland.
I know, man, but like it's the same thing when you go Disneyland.
Felt like I was at Disneyland.
Yeah, but when you go Disneyland and get on the water ride and you go down the thing and then like you're going, and then it takes a photo of you, and then they charge you for that.
I know, but I don't love Disneyland.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same thing, isn't it?
No, not for me. No, listen, all I said was there's got to be a balance between fans abroad, new fans, old fans, and locals. There's got to be a balance. They've got to find a balance.
What?
That's all I ever said. No, of the whole club, there's got to be a balance the way the club is at the minute. I know a lot of old City fans who had done the walking away that handed in the season tickets, which is sad. You don't ever want to hear fans of 40, 50 years giving it up because they don't feel part of it. They don't feel. But I think it's a more generalised football issue, like we had Spurs. They're getting rid of the concession prices, which I think is disgusting. And
putting the prices up.
And then putting the prices up by another 6% when they went up last season. It's like,
I mean, listen,
madness.
Is it right? No, not necessarily. There's a couple of things that I would do personally. So for FFP, I would not include income from ticket sales.
Well, someone's put, don't do Dumbo.
Don't do Dumbo. Yeah, I would say this. I would not include income from ticket sales in your FFP revenue. Now, I don't think they do. I think that's currently included. I think if you was to remove that, because if everyone's on edge, right, about FFP, all the clubs are on edge, and a club's got tickets and they're selling them cheap, then they're going to go, we'll put the tickets up.
Yeah.
If they say, well, we can put the tickets up 10%, but it don't make a blind bit of difference to the FFP because you're not allowed to use the income from that doesn't go towards your income. So that's the first thing that I'd do. And then, but at the end of the day, the alternative side to that is football is a growing game. And as more and more people watch football and more people are watching football in this country and elsewhere, the demand skyrockets. And I would say that we probably got it slightly better than the London clubs because more people go London than they do Manchester. You know, and that's why these. I mean, you've seen Fulham. Fulham have got some of the most expensive prices in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think what it is with me, LB, I think someone summed it up in your chat perfectly. I'm just telling you what his name is. Sharpshooter. That's all it is for me. Is we've got to get a balance. Got to get the balance. I understand things have changed, and I embrace the changes. Just do it more as a unity thing. We used to be hashtag together, and it just doesn't feel that way at the minute. It doesn't feel like we're fully together club-wise. Because I spoke to people at the club, and they've said, "Yeah, we know about it." They know about it, and a lot of them agree with it. But they said it's come from above. The decision's been made from above. Because I was speaking, someone went, "Yeah, we know exactly how a lot of the local scene to goals are feeling. We get told every day by them." What was sad was like what Steve said on one of his shows was, you know, at Anfield, the stewards were helping you put out banners. At City, the 1894 group are fighting with the stewards over the banners.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how they got the energy, man. Fair dues to any one of them lads who like turns up and does that, man. Like fair dues, because yeah, that's a bit annoying. Middle to pick up again, said Jacob Wright is better than Kimmich. Hashtag believe it. I like the look of him. I think Pep really likes him.
I'm not seeing enough of him. I won't lie to
very calm. Very, very calm player. It'll be interesting to see how he develops. Listen, lads, we're going to wrap it up, man. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed tonight's chat. If you have, smash a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribed. I've got a video out. I reacted to Big Steve versus Adam McCullough, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher. Thought he did a great job. If you want to go watch that, that was on the channel today. Go check it out. It's done quite a few views. A lot of people seem to like it, so go and watch it. I am obviously talking over it, so if you don't want to hear me speak, then we'll go and watch it on the overlap. Is what I would say about that. Obviously, go and subscribe to Mancunian Way. The link's in the description. Or just type in Mancunian Way, whatever's easiest for you guys on the search bar. You'll probably be live tomorrow night, won't you? Thursday nights?
Yeah, 9 p.m. We're live with Newcastle preview with a couple of Newcastle fans coming on, and we're also going to chat about the new so-called PSR FFP rules that are coming in.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so you know, guys, you look at Martin's channel, links in the description. I'll just type it in the search bar. Like I say, if you want something else to watch, go and check out the video that I uploaded today. I'll be back tomorrow with a couple of streams. Not sure what exactly is planned. I'm on Judge Mo's stream at 1:30, by the way. Yeah, with Hussam and Mo. We're going to cook that guy. He's going to get absolutely destroyed. And then I might do a couple of watch-alongs tomorrow night because West Ham play at 6:15, and then Aston Villa on 8. He's getting it big time, mate. Yeah, he's going to be about as on. We're just going to violate him. His channel tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be demonetized. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Smash your like, subscribe to the channel. Have a great night. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.